Getting up with the last episode, I'm going to do another informal intro.
Like right now?
Yeah. Hello, my name is Dominic Raffa, and I'm the student director down here at Illuminate, and you are watching The Inn, where you stay in the know of what's happening. Here are my co-hosts.
Taylor.
Melanie.
Isaac.
Oh my god.
I'm going to have to turn that part down. I'm so glad when people read my messages. Oh, all right, don't get me started on the beginning of the end. It's the end of the beginning.
Okay, we won't.
I will not get you started on that.
You guys have a good time at youth group?
Yeah. He's gonna zoom in on your face.
No,
so
I
hard.
know.
That's literally going to be
Trying
me.
to think of like, what'd you say?
How was youth group?
No, the end of the beginning.
The beginning of the end is the end of the beginning.
We're not getting him started.
The beginning of the end is the end of the beginning.
Okay, I'll think about that later.
Isaac taught us about prayer.
Yeah. It was really cool to see Isaac teach. I kind of said that one joke near the end where when I first met Isaac, we were making the bathroom for Illuminate, and we were putting up like some insulin and stuff. Insulation. We were putting up some insulation. We were putting up some insulation, and I remember like Isaac was a man of very few words, very quiet, and then there's me, and I was like, wow, I can't wait to spend the day, So it was a really cool dynamic to see how Isaac has grown. How'd you feel teaching?
I was pretty nervous. With prayer, it's an intense topic. And I don't think I just expressed what I wanted to. I went off script a lot, but I still thought it was good.
Yeah, honestly, the lesson on how to pray was one of the hardest lessons I've taught because you're trying to encapsulate how to pray and a little bit of why you pray into this, how can you break that down in 30 minutes, So Isaac touched on why do we pray, and now I'm going to hand off this section. So give a little recap and summary of your lesson, Isaac.
So I had 4 points. Why do we pray? Basically just being why, because it's a relationship. Do is the action of prayer. Right? So the we being a group prayer, and then pray being an act of submission. So that last one was a hard one for me to come up with. It took me the longest to get through on just how to explain submission. And I really like the picture of the animals, especially the dog, and just the dog being willing to put himself in a physical position with me to allow himself to be loved by me, to give him good scratches and just love him and be with him in that time. And I felt like that's just a good picture of what prayer can look like.
Yeah. So many times, we're scared to, go in prayer or, we don't know what to say. And it's, I love that, again, as you said, I love that picture because the dog just wants to be loved on. It just trusts its owner. So it'll go and it'll expose its neck and its vulnerable places to where a predator could get them, but they'll trust you with that. It's why don't we just do that with God? He's the one that's protecting us. He wants to provide for us. He delights in us talking to him. So I think you nailed it, man. Yeah.
And then with, vulnerability, that's another scary thing, but that's what we all want. We want to be in a position where we can feel vulnerable with someone and not be what's the word?
Judged.
Yeah.
Cool.
Can I tell you a funny story really quick?
Sure.
He just made me think about it when he said that Pastor Tim gave it to him for graduation. My pastor in my home church gave all of us the year I graduated books. I graduated in 2006, and it was How to Stay Christian in College, and it stayed in my trunk, and then it moved to the trunk of my new car, and then the trunk of my new car, and then last year I gave it to my niece for graduation because I had never opened it. so it looked brand new. I didn't realize my pastor had like written a note to me in it. So she totally knew I regifted a book I never read.
Yikes.
We're switching our subject from fact of the day to quote of the day.
When you reach the end of your rope, tie a knot in it and hang on. Franklin D. Roosevelt.
So now what we're going to do is act that out.
I'll be the rope.
Okay.
That was a really bad rope.
Thanks. For me, my quote is, whoever is happy will make others happy too. Anne Frank. Let's act it out. Hey, I'm going to make all of you happy.
Wow, I am so happy too.
Smile!
Always remember that you are absolutely unique, just like everyone else.
Margaret Mead.
You're not unique at all.
Chose
How
that
do
one.
we act this out? Like we all look the same then? Or
We're all unique, but we're
No,
all the
I
same.
think what she's saying is everyone's unique. All right.
Do not go where the path may lead. Go instead where there is no path and leave a trail. Ralph Waldo Emerson.
Oh, you guys all went over there. I'm going to go my own way. Cutting the path. Quote of the day. Yeah, so today we painted our car hood. So we used to have a car hood hanging up in a spot in our youth group, and it was hanging up there for a while. And I was like, why don't we just repaint this, take a picture of it, but repaint it, and then every year we'll have students paint it, then take a picture of it. So that was something that we did. Did you guys paint on it?
No.
Okay, we're leaving it open for the month. So students, paint on it and comment. Here's what we're going to do. Comment what you're going to paint or what you have painted on the car hood so we have some proof of it. Cool, cool?
I have a request from a certain person, a student. When they paint on the car hood, can they paint a baby Yoda?
Oh, can we paint like 8 baby Yodas?
It's just a
It's a
child.
50-year-old man.
Only 50?
It's 50,
That's
right?
basically a baby. Isn't Yoda like 400 and something?
I thought he was like 800 something.
See?
All right, Yoda's 900 years old.
Wow.
Grogu age 50.
Wow.
150?
50. Well, thank you, students, for tuning in, and we'll see you next time on The End.
What a wonderful world.